All right, guys, I believe I found my saving grace for this RC, and this is 40 amp ESC that I got, and it was only $10 on Amazon. So I will shoot out a link. I see my trim has gotten ripped down a little bit right here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I put window trim around it. Now this got pulled down on some, I've seen some sticks, a stick come up and grab it. Anyway, the brand of ESC is this right here. It's like DKKY, and I don't know if you can read that, but there's the part number if you want to pause your screen. And anyway, I'll also put a link in the description on it if you're interested in buying it on Amazon. I'm not sure how many the seller has got, but I know so far it has been a pretty good at ESC. This was my first full trial of it, so I don't know how long it'll last. It might last for years, it might last for a day, but we'll find out. It is 2 or 3S ready. The nice thing about it is really slim, and it's in a actually hard case, and it's just really nice. It's probably like less than a quarter inch thick. I mean, it's really thin. You know, like that. I mean, I can't really, I never measured it or nothing, but it fits. But what I had to do is, since it's kind of a little bit wider than the stock ESC was, I had to I used the stock receiver, and so I'm able to use the original controller, which the only reason I would have changed this out too, but it has a special plug for all the LEDs on this, and that special plug is only designed for this receiver. It's a very one of those wide white plugs, you know. It's no other normal receiver has a plug like that, so I decided to just leave that alone since it had a separate receiver from the ESC. I thought that was a nice touch by MN, and for the first time, that's the first time I've ever seen them do this, and so it allowed me to get this ESC. And like I said, it was $10. It's 2 or 3S ready. Now I did have to solder it, and I also had to solder a Dean's plug or T plug so I can get my little 1000 milliamp hour 2S lipo in here. I also have a 500 milliamp hour 3S lipo. I am going to do some testing with this motor, but it seems to be running really pretty good, and I'm not really needing a lot more power. But power is one thing this thing has compared to the original ESC. I know the original ESC would stall on me a lot of times, like whenever it really was under, like when it would start binding up, when it needed to climb over something that it was really hard to climb over, you know, something a little bit bigger than the wheel. When I would hit it and try to give it some throttle, it would just lock up and the whole RC would just stop. Now if I would just wait a second, it's almost like it cooled off for a minute, it would be able to run again, but it would do it again, you know, in the next few minutes whenever I ran into another obstacle. So it was becoming a pain in the neck. I've heard of other people complaining about their stalling, and that happened to me quite a bit. And I'm down here, there are so many sticks, and this is not an easy place to drive one of these smaller RCs. There's so many sticks that like to just launch up and get stuck underneath of them and just grab hold of everything and just lock up stuff. I literally just broke my drive shafts on my 10th scale RC four-wheel drive just before I made this video. On some of these sticks, it just got locked up in there and just snapped it like a twig. But it was the stock drive shaft, and they are plastic, so I'll have to upgrade the metal. But regardless, this has impressed me. Now this is the stock motor, and the only thing that's been changed really is the stock servo is the ESC, and like I said, it's a 40 amp, and the stock one, it's less than 10 amp, I'm pretty sure. And like I said, it really can't take a whole lot, and I don't know if it was my batteries or the ESC. It just would, like I said, when it really needed the power, it would just die, just stall on me. And and that was getting to be annoying, especially down here when I'm trying to have a good time. You know, it kind of messes up your the whole vibe of the thing. Anyway, this seems to be working just great. And it is lipo ready. As soon as I did plug in a 3S lipo to it to see if it would beep, and it beeped 3 times. Of course, when I plugged this 2S to it, it beeped twice, so it's all set up for lipo. The nice thing is it has a switch on the side of the ESC for your brake settings. The second setting is just forward and back and drag brake. Very nice. Then you can set forward, reverse, and brake like a normal basher. And it's got 3 settings for the brakes, and that's really cool. Of course, I was going to go with the drag brake setting. You know, I am just trailing with this. This isn't no hardcore crawler. I could set it up to where I can use the brake, because sometimes it's nice trailing without a drag brake. But I pretty much prefer a drag brake because I trail and I climb over a lot of things, and sometimes I like to stop in the middle of climbing and try to figure out a different position, or I need to, and I don't need the thing rolling backwards on me while it's sitting at an angle. But anyway, if you guys like this video, hit that like button. You got any questions for me, hit me up in the comment section. And as always, thank you for everything.